Hi, listeners, and welcome to My Holland Update. I'm Marian Manderfield, Public Information Coordinator for the City of Holland, and today our guest is host Andy Kenyon, who's our Parks and Recreation Director. Welcome, Andy. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. So today we're going to talk about DeGraaf Nature Center, and as of December 1st, they just went through a management change to the Outdoor Discovery Center Network, ODC, taking over the management of that. So let's tell our listeners, what is the biggest change that they're going to see?
Well, we hope visitors don't see a whole lot of change on the outset. It should function and act pretty much like it has done for the last bunch of decades. However, the ODC is really excited about the future opportunities for additional programming there that we currently don't have at DeGraaf. They have waiting lists a mile long for people that want to participate in different things, and they look at this as an opportunity to expand their programming opportunities at DeGraaf.
Okay.
So it's cool.
Big question, is the name going to change, or will we still see DeGraaf Nature Center?
The name will not change.
Okay.
DeGraaf will remain DeGraaf, and it'll be marketed as DeGraaf at the Outdoor Discovery Center. We may do a little cross-marketing and branding with the ODC and DeGraaf, so you may see some signs that say Outdoor Discovery Center at DeGraaf eventually, but for the short term, it's going to remain exactly how it looks today.
Okay. And I know there's been some longtime staff there. Am I going to see the same people at DeGraaf that have been there?
You might. The hope and the plan is to have the staff from both locations kind of intermingle at both locations, probably program dependent. Somebody may have a strength that they need at the ODC one day, and one day they may be out at DeGraaf. But all the staff that was currently at DeGraaf as of December 1 have now taken positions with the ODC, so they are around.
Okay, great. DeGraaf has got some long mainstay programming, especially maple syruping. Will we get to see maple syruping activities in the spring?
I think you will.
Okay.
The staff that I've talked with at the ODC and their director and their executive staff are very excited about the maple sugaring operation out at Veneralty Farm. And it's a great program, and the community really loves it. And they are very excited from a staff perspective to have the opportunity to participate in that type of programming. As you know, we have had staff at the DeGraaf that have done that for many years, and they're still there and able to help run that program. So it should be a very successful program, as weather permitting, as always.
Sure. And a lot of school groups go out there to take part in those activities. Will they still have field trips as they've done?
I believe so.
Okay.
We didn't get into too many of the nuts and bolts of what programming and how it will look, but the goal is to have the same kind of program that we've always had and the same opportunities and increase it. It may get bigger and better.
Okay.
So that'd be great.
That's always a good thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's always a great thing.
Yeah. If I'm a friend of DeGraaf member, will that reciprocate at ODC, or do they know how that's going to work yet?
Yeah, so if you become a member of either one, it'll reciprocate at each spot. So if you're a member of the Outdoor Discovery Center, you're now a member of DeGraaf, and vice versa. And so now if you become a member of the ODC, you become a friend of DeGraaf as well. So it definitely will reciprocate.
That really opens up things for people.
It does, yeah.
Makes it, as you said, bigger, more opportunities, more programming.
Yep, and gives people another location to go explore.
Sure.
So which is neat.
Sure, because there's programming that ODC does that DeGraaf didn't do, and vice versa. So now they'll kind of get the best of both worlds.
Yep. Yeah, and they're two not vastly different, but they do very similar things, but the locations are much different from each other. And the ODC is a destination spot and does not have a lot of neighborhoods surrounding it like DeGraaf does, and DeGraaf has a real close-knit neighborhood feel, and that was very appealing to the staff at the ODC, and they're very excited about the differences there. And so people know that that's different, and now you have two opportunities to participate for the same membership, so it's pretty neat.
Yeah. Now, I've taken my dog to ODC on the trails, and I know you can at DeGraaf.
Correct.
And I know why, but will that change, do you think? Or
I don't know at this point.
Okay.
We haven't gotten that far down the rabbit hole yet,
Sure.
I guess. I don't know exactly what the rule will be, but the management of that place will fall to the Outdoor Discovery Center to determine. So it'll, the property itself is still owned by the City of Holland. It's just
Okay.
going to be managed by the ODC. So they'll have different management principles and styles, and maybe the hours might change, and maybe they'll increase, and that'll be strictly up to them to decide.
Okay. And when those changes come, if they come or when they come, I can still go to DeGraaf's Facebook page. Will they'll have that information available there at degraaf.org?
Correct. Yep. And so right now, if you went to degraaf.org on the city's website, there's links to staff at the ODC, and then it links it also to their website.
Okay.
And it'll be vice versa. I
Okay.
don't know if the ODC has it DeGraaf on their website yet or not, but I know on the city side it's been added. So,
Okay.
yep.
All right.
So it shouldn't be much of a change there.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very neat.
It sounds like a really good thing all the way around.
Yeah,
Very positive, opens up opportunities.
Yep. I think, anytime there's change, I really think that there's always some hesitancy on
Sure.
everybody's part, and change is not always, it's unknown. So
Right.
nobody really knows how it goes. But as we went through the process, we found that as people learned about it and how we were going to do it and how it was going to run, it really was a good thing. And volunteer groups on both sides, and the executive board on the ODC side, and everybody was seeing benefits on it, how it could definitely benefit the community. There was concern on our end as a park staff, is making sure that the facility at DeGraaf retains its feel and its like I said earlier, its neighborhood feel, and it's a close-knit group, and
Sure.
you can walk there, you don't have to drive, and that, like I said, was very appealing to them, and I think that feeling, they really want to have that remain.
Okay.
So it's great.
One other quick question. The Ecotours, I know DeGraaf does Ecotours.
Mhm.
Will they continue, or they kind of combine the two of those, do you
So
think?
it'll probably all be run through the ODC.
Okay.
So we do have one trip scheduled. I don't even know if anybody has signed up yet for it, but there's one trip scheduled for next year through DeGraaf that the ODC is just going to bring on board with them.
Okay.
And the ODC has had Ecotours for many years as well,
Sure.
and so that's a big part of their programming too. So I know that those kinds of trips will continue as long as they want them to.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, it sounds like a great opportunity for both facilities. It's got great staff, very knowledgeable expertise. They're, like you said, they're all doing kind of the same thing, but in different ways.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a great asset for the community, a win-win all the way around.
Yeah, I do too. I really feel that way, and very excited for the collaboration and the opportunity to work with Travis Williams and his staff at the ODC has been great, and I'm really looking forward to the relationship as it moves forward and what it can bring to the community, because ultimately that's what it's about, how it benefits the community, and that's a great thing when we can collaborate and not duplicate services and have it work out good for everybody. So it's wonderful.
Good. One other question, as a city taxpayer, because the city will still own the property,
Correct.
DeGraaf. So will my tax dollars still go towards supporting DeGraaf? How will that be funded?
Yeah, so the city is going to maintain the buildings, the property, the grounds, all the capital improvement things that need to happen there.
Okay.
As you know, we just did a couple of massive improvements to the front entryway into the
Yes.
building with some great granting from the DNR in the state of Michigan, so that was awesome. So opportunities like that, projects like that will continue to be funded by the city. So including all of the utilities and the phone bill, the electricity, the gas, those type of things, the city will still take care of. The only thing the ODC is doing is managing the facility. So they're responsible for programming it and staffing it and making sure that it's open and everything like that. But we as a city and as a park department in particular will continue to maintain the building and the structures and the ground.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Great. Is there anything else that you can think of that citizens may want to hear?
I don't know.
I want to
just
know about.
come out and check it out.
Okay.
I think we're going to have a kind of a grand opening this coming spring.
Oh, nice.
When we celebrate not only the relationship with the ODC, but also the new entryway. The project got done towards the tail end of this calendar year, just in November, and the weather was not very great to have an outdoor event. So we're hoping this spring to have that, and so keep your eyes open for that, and we'll post that on the website and Facebook, I'm sure, and likewise at the ODC. But just come out and check it out. The improvements have been great, and the parking has been greatly improved, and it's a fantastic place to explore in the wintertime as well, and come out and snowshoe, and then also go out and check out the Outdoor Discovery Center. They have lots of trails out there and some new facilities there as well that are really neat to explore.
Okay, great. Thank you, Andy. So DeGraaf on Facebook or degraaf.org, you can get all the information. Keep your eyes open for open house later in the spring.
Correct.
All right. Thank you, Andy. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And until next month, this has been My Holland Update.